Good afternoon, all of you. Welcome to the class. I hope you have understood the previous concept which we did was remainder and factor theorem for the factorization of polynomial. Today we'll go a bit ahead and we'll go for the identities. Okay. So today we are going to, our topic is identities. You're already familiar with the identities as you have done a few in your class 9. Okay. Class 8. So today here we are going to learn weak identities with further for your class 9. Okay. Let's revise the concept first. So in your class 8, you learned few identities, right? So let's revise it on the 9th and I write it on the board. Okay, these are the 4 identities you learned. Now, what is the difference between the identities and other expressions? So here, what do you mean by identities? You remember that we did a group also for this activities. What is mean by identities is, it is true for any values of these variables. So that means that if I kept here any value for a and b, any real number, rather now I instead of rational I'll say that real numbers as we have learned for the bigger number concept. Okay, so here I say that you keep any value for a and b, the answer is going to be correct. Okay, the same. So you know what is the expansion? It is a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b the whole square. It is the same way, only the change in the sign, the middle term sign changes. That is minus 2ab plus b square. When it is a plus b into a minus b, we have been used this in chapter 1 too many times. And that is the third one is b square plus a plus b times x plus ab. Okay, these are the 4 identities you have learned. So now we will go further and we will go for the cubing. Okay, so we are going to learn the new formula here about the cubes. Mainly about the cubes we are going to discuss. So a plus b the whole cube. Here you learn about the squares and here we are learning about the cube. I'll just remove this 2 right now because it is not related. So we can discuss this further. Okay, and we can connect it with the previous concept also. Now, how to remember this? Okay, before going for the formula, I will discuss with you how to remember this in general. Like if somebody will ask you the hard part also, you can remember it if you remember the concept. Okay, just look here. You remember the Pascal triangle, maybe not as a name, but you know the like just a pattern. Okay, so just see what is it. I write this as 1 1. Okay, so what is the rule now? How I will make the pattern? Okay, so yes, good afternoon everyone. Those who are joining me right now, please pay attention. I've just started with the concept. Now, what is this pattern about? What will I do? I keep at the ends the same. Okay, and add up in the middle. Let's see what I'm doing. So I keep this. I started with 1 1. Okay, and then what I'm doing is I start. The ends will be as, and in middle I add them. So 1 in 1. So when I add them, I get it 2, and the last one, the end one is as it is. Okay. Then same pattern if I follow for the 1, I add this 2, so I get 3. I add this 2, I get 3, and then again I write this as a 4. So in this way, you can make a pattern like this: 4, 6, 4, 1. Could you write like this? Now these represent 2 things. Look at it. What is this? 11. You can make this 11. Okay. Then what is it? 1 2 1, 1 3 3 1, 1 4 6 4 1. Can you identify what is it? Do you remember what is the relation with 11 and 121? Yes, very true. This is 11 square. So in this pattern, if you go, it gives you 11 raised to 4, and you can find out 11 raised to 5, 11 raised to 6, and so on. Isn't it easy to remember? Okay. Now, let's say what is the use of 11 here? So I told you there are two uses for this. One is the power of 11, and what's the other one? That is going to what we are going to use it here. So what is the second part? If I take it as a coefficient of my variable, please remember, the coefficient of the variable, these numbers will represent the coefficient of the variable, binomial, right? Two terms. So if I take 1a, 1b, okay, then what is it? It is a plus b only. So this is my answer. Okay. If I take this as the higher part, a plus b the whole square. Now look at it. You are already familiar with this formula. How I'm using it. Once you understand the use, it will be easier for you to remember further. Okay. So what are the answer? One. Okay. 1, 2, 1. Now what do we have to do? Okay. Please remember this. What we have to do? We will give the highest part to the first variable. Okay. And then we will go on lowering it. Okay, so the highest degree we will start, we'll give it to the first variable, then we'll reduce by 1 for the first variable, and then we give it to the second variable. So we'll go on decreasing the powers of first term, and we'll go on increasing the powers of the second term. How is it? Like I gave all the powers to the first term, so it is a square. Here I give one part to this, so what is left? One part to the other term, and the highest part of the second term. Now here there are only three terms, right? So we don't get much. Okay, with sign, you just put plus sign. So what is this became? Isn't it a square plus 2ab plus b square? So that is what you got the formula. Okay, now you know this. Based on this, I utilize this. So if I have to do a plus b the whole, like raised to 3. Okay, I have to find out the cube. What's the easier way to find it out? One is by multiplication. Definitely what you know. Okay, now how to do this? Using it. Okay, so you know this is 1, 3, 3, 1. Okay, so what will you do? The highest degree is 3. So that degree you will give it to the first one. So you give it to first one. Okay, now reduce by 1. So second one equal. Now reduce this and give this, and now give everything to the third one. Okay, with the plus sign. So what you got this? You got this. It is a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Did you get this? Or you can just remember the coefficient as 1331. Okay, and if I write down this 1331, and what is the other point? That you give highest power to the first one, and then go on lowering it and go on giving the higher power to the second one. We'll take it like this. So it is a cube plus 1331. 3. So reduce this with this, reduce this one, or add this one extra here, and you get this as b cube. So this you can go with the higher power like this. Okay, but we don't have to learn much of higher power. Only cube formula we are using it. So this is the way you can remember. What you have to remember? The coefficients are 1, 3, 3, 1. Okay, and get the highest power to the first one and then the lower one. Okay, this formula could be written in different way like this. Pay attention now. Here, this can be utilized in 2 or 3 ways. So we need to remember each way. I will not say this is the only way to remember it. Okay, and you have to remember more than one way also, because it depends on the application why how the question is asked. So I hope I'm very clear with it. So you don't have to remember this thing. You also have to remember the other way also, both the ways. Okay, now look at this. If I take these cubes together, okay, so this is the second and third of I. Always easy way. Initially you remember this. Okay, so 3 is square. And if I don't change the place also, okay. If I take it like this, look at this. What is common between them? 3 is common, A is common, B is common. So what are you left with? A. What are you left with? B plus B. So sometimes this formula is also applicable this way. Okay, so this way it is a plus b the whole cube minus 3ab a plus b is equal to a cube plus b cube. This is the other way of remembering this. Okay, no doubt this is the basic level which you should learn, because you have to apply the formula like this. This comes in the application way. Okay, these are two different cases, so you have to remember both the ways. I hope I'm very clear with this. I hope this is clear. So please just keep it in your mind. Just close your eyes. I mean, you watch carefully and then just close your eyes and just revise the formula. because once you remember this, it would be easier for you to go for the other one. Okay, fine, I'll try. Okay, so you can remember this way as, please write it down. A plus b the whole cube is equal to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. So this is the way you will move ahead. Okay. So now if I have to go with a minus b the whole cube, if I have to go with a minus b the whole cube, then also the same way, where only the sign changes. How? Okay. So it has to be, I'll write down here only down a minus b the whole cube. I hope it is clear, bit better than now. Okay. So first the same way, this one. Okay. A cube 3a square b 3ab square b cube. Okay, only the sign changes. Now where the sign would change. Okay, so it is first plus, second minus, third plus, fourth minus. You can remember like this. Even numbers with the minus sign and the odd numbers will be like odd ones with a plus sign. Okay, anyway you can remember like this: a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. I hope this is clear to all of you. Okay, so you have to remember, and similarly when I do this, okay, how I can get this formula. So naturally, here also this is common. So this could be written as a minus b the whole cube, a cube. Now look at, when I take minus sign common, again the same with 3ab common. What are you left with? Minus sign is out, a minus b cube, and hence a minus b the whole cube plus 3ab. Now you will just go reverse. देखो प्लस में माइनस करना है और माइनस में प्लस करना है. 3ab a minus b is equal to a cube minus b cube. I hope I'm very clear with this. So these are the formulas which you're going to learn it. Okay, I hope this is clear to all of you. Yes, it is more of a memorization here, because unless you remember the formula, we can't solve the sums further. Okay, so please you write down the formula 5 to 10 times, understand the concept. If not concept, you remember it by heart it. Anyway, it's up to you, because everybody has their own style of learning. So I want you to learn it basically in any ways. Okay, now just for your understanding how it is so. Okay, so just you know that the cube. Okay, I'll take this a plus b the whole cube. What is a plus b the whole cube? It is nothing but a plus b into a plus b into a plus b. 3 times, isn't it? Just for your understanding, okay, how this formula we got it. So if you multiply and do it like this, you get the perfect answer as this. So a plus b into a plus b, you know, a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, into a plus b. I'll just show you by vertical method easily. So a is multiplied with a square, so a cube. Then a is multiplied with this 2ab, so 2 square b. Then a is multiplied with b square, ab square, isn't it? And then you multiply with a square and b. So simplified terms. Then you multiply with a, 2ab is multiplied with b, so 2ab square, and plus b into b square, so b cube. So ultimately you could see this a cube, yes, plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. I hope I'm very clear with this. Yes. Okay. See here, last year you had factorization and expansion, like your class 8. It has algebraic expression as a different topic and factorization as a different topic. Okay. Here in this chapter, everything is included. Expansion as well as factorization. Okay. So this polynomial I used to tell you here last year also. This is one of the important concepts. You can't leave it or you can't delete this chapter, for the exam purpose. It is one of the important questions, one of the important topic rather, where one of the important formulas we are going to do it, because you know that squares you already done it. Okay, and that is the base. I will not say that it is not useful. You saw that chapter 1 rationalization, we maximum use the formulas, identities, isn't it? All three identities we are using now. Middle term splitting, it is nothing but the fourth formula, x plus a into x plus b, isn't it? And now we are going to learn the new formula, a plus b the whole cube and a minus b the whole cube. Okay, these are the cube formulas, two cube formulas we are going to learn it. Okay, so please remember this. So it is a cube, yes, or you can, Yeah, some of you remember this b cube in before. Both the ways it's one and the same thing. It is a plus b the whole cube can be written as a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3b square. Okay, it could be used this way, it could be used this way. But remember, it depends on the question how you're going to use it. I hope I'm clearing the doubts of some child also who is written the formula. I told you both the ways formulas are expanded. Okay, when it is an application based question where you have to find out the values, then you will go for this one, taking formula. Okay, you will understand from your example what you're doing. But if you are asked to expand, expand का मतलब क्या, multiply करना, तब आपको ब्रैकेट्स वाला नहीं यूज करना है. सिंपल सा याद रखिए, जब आपको एक्सपेंशन बोला है, एक्सपेंशन का मतलब क्या है, ब्रैकेट्स खोल देना, मल्टीप्लाई कर देना, और तब आप यही वाला फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे. द फर्स्ट वन, दिस वन, isn't it? These two formulas you're going to use it for plus and for the minus. I hope I'm very clear with this. So again, I said the same thing. The question is important here, how it is asked. So that will tell you which formula and how the formula will be used. I hope I'm very clear with this. Okay, so these are the formulas which you have to learn it. Okay, along with this, you have to go with further two more formulas. Okay, when we expand this further, यदि मैं इसको और डिस्क्राइब करती हूँ यहाँ पे, then this cube formula, now I'm discussing about these two. Okay, again these two could be written in two different ways. So here we are dealing with, so I'm just deleting this part. Okay, just rewriting the formula. This will be easier for you to understand. So now right now we are discussing the four formulas rather. One is a plus b the whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. I'm saying this you will utilize only when you have to find out some value, not in the expansion, which could be remembered as a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Then a minus b the whole cube is equal to similarly a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. And actually the formula gives you like this. Okay, and then a cube minus b cube, a cube plus b cube and a cube minus b cube. Okay, naturally you get it from this. Here also I wrote it this is minus. This is the one way of doing it, and the other way of writing it, when you solve it further, you don't have to worry about it, you have to just remember the formula. Because if I go for the factorization and show you, you will be more confused with what to remember. So we will just list out the formula. So a cube plus b cube can be written as the other way of doing it. Then we solve this further. I keep this as a square minus ab plus b square. Look at the formula, children. It is a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b. यहाँ प्लस साइन है, यहाँ पे भी प्लस साइन है. And the second bracket is of squares. बट एक ही डिफरेंस से याद रखना है दैट यहाँ पे एक ही जगह पे माइनस साइन आ रही है. जब a क्यूब प्लस b क्यूब का फॉर्मूला कर रहे हैं तो यहाँ पे एक जगह पे माइनस साइन आ रहा है, और जनरली यहाँ पे भी आप लोग कंफ्यूज हो जाते हो a माइनस b द होल स्क्वायर वाले फॉर्मूला के साथ. तो यहाँ पे क्या डिफरेंस है कंपेयर टू दैट फॉर्मूला? यहाँ पे सिर्फ माइनस ए बी है. प्लीज याद रखिएगा, यहाँ पे माइनस ए बी है, 2 नहीं है यहाँ पे. ओके, सो दिस फॉर्मूला इज डिफरेंट. और इसी तरीके से यदि मुझे माइनस के लिए फॉर्मूला लिखना है, देन आई कुड राइट दिस एज a माइनस b a स्क्वायर प्लस ए बी प्लस बी स्क्वायर. और ये कहाँ से आता है? तो ये यहाँ पे ही मैं जब ज्यादा सिंप्लीफाई करती हूँ तभी मुझे मिलता है. तो यहाँ से मुझे क्या फॉर्मूला मिलता है? a क्यूब प्लस b क्यूब कैन बी रिटन एज a प्लस b द होल क्यूब माइनस 3ab a प्लस b. तो यहाँ पे मैं जब ज्यादा सिंप्लीफाई करती हूँ, then I get this. Okay, so you don't have to go how the answer has come here. Actually, you have to learn these formulas. Okay, and using this you will be doing the application part. मतलब कि जैसे ही हमने a plus b the whole square के लिए था, expansion, evaluate. Okay, तो ये सारे sums हम इस formula के base पे करेंगे. I hope I'm very clear with it. Okay, so quickly just have a glance for it. Okay, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 formulas, and here also it could be written like this. So in all I can say maybe the 6 ways to write it down, but in short these are two different things. I hope that आप लोगों को बहुत आसानी से समझ में आ रहा है. This is a plus b the whole cube and this is a cube plus b cube, which are two different things. ये सबको पता है, ठीक है ना? The whole is the difference means first addition and then the whole. whereas यहाँ पे पहले cube and then addition. So these are two different things. Okay, so be very clear about it. Don't be confused with that. ये दोनों same ही है. Okay, I hope I'm very clear with it. Okay, so please don't get confused with it. अभी भी मैं फिर से रिपीट कर रही हूँ. These are the formulas generally you will get to solve it in different ways, and we will see how to do it actually. Right? तो जो बेसिकली जो क्वेश्चंस आते हैं पहले तो कि एक्सपेंशन, राइट? जैसे कि यहाँ पे मैं एग्जांपल्स दे रही हूँ. फर्स्ट वाला एग्जांपल हम ले रहे हैं, से फाइंड 2x plus y the whole cube. Okay, just one thing again children, I want you to understand that आपको फॉर्मूला साइड बाय साइड लिखना है, because once you write the formula, one thing is it carries a half mark. Okay, in case substitution में कुछ भी wrong जाता है, please you score the marks for the writing the correct formula. ठीक है? और दूसरी चीज कि जब तक फॉर्मूला करेक्ट आपको नहीं आता है, तो how do you know substitute it? So please make the habit that whenever you're solving a sum, you write down the side by side the formula application. ठीक है? मतलब कौन सा फॉर्मूला आप लिख रहे हैं. तो यहाँ पे जब मैं फॉर्मूला अप्लाई कर रही हूँ, तो नेचुरली दिस इज द फर्स्ट फॉर्मूला I'm using it. So using the first one, so it is 2x the whole cube plus 3 into. Now just observe it carefully. So if in case there are some mistake, you have to find it out. Okay. So are you clear with this? Did you understand? Did you understand? Or there are some mistakes? Okay, just think, understand, and apply the formula and just tell me. What is the formula? It is a cube plus b cube. Okay, I told you it is expansion. Expand. Okay, तो आपको क्या करना है? A cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Okay, थोड़ा सा ध्यान दो और मुझे बताओ कि इसमें कुछ भी मिस्टेक है या नहीं है. Square यहाँ पे आता है. So 2x the whole cube. I hope that you can see the things. So please find out the mistake. It is 2x the whole cube. So मैंने लिखा है 2x cube. Okay, 2x the whole square. Yes, and that's what I'm asking. I'm clearing your mistakes. These are the things which you make mistake. Yes, you're very right. It is a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. मैंने वही कहा कि mistake है, तो मुझे बताएंगे आप कि मैंने wrong किया है. I want you to find out the mistake, and these are the common things. What about it? So y cube. So now everything correct. It is 2x का whole cube is 2x cube. Am I right for it? Come on, that is a common mistake done by the students, isn't it? 2x the whole cube. मतलब आपको 2 का cube भी करना होता है और x का cube. That's what I wanted to ask you. Yes, I was asking for that only. हमेशा यहाँ पे आप लोगों की बहुत जल्दबाजी में मिस्टेक कैसे होती है? 2x cube. It is not only x का cube, it is 2 का cube also. So we write that as h. Okay, and then 2x the square. So 2x का square क्या होगा? 4. 4 3s are 12 x square y. Okay, then 6x y square plus y cube. I'm very clear with it. Simple formula which has to be used. Yes, many of you got the correct answer, right? You found out the mistake which I did. Okay, so just these mistakes were done to make you understand. These are the common things. Okay, and these are the common mistakes done, isn't it? I hope you understand this. इसीलिए मैंने जानबूझ के यहाँ पे लिखा, so that you understand and you remember that it's whole cube. जब भी ब्रैकेट, और एक तो चीज है कि आपको ब्रैकेट डालने की आदत करनी है. बहुत बार आप लोग क्या करते हैं, हरी में you forget this bracket, which you should not. You have to be very clear. Use of proper brackets is required when you cubing it. I hope I'm very clear with everyone. इसी तरीके से सपोज यहाँ पे माइनस साइन होता, तो हम क्या करते हैं? सब कुछ सेम रहेगा. फर्स्ट पॉजिटिव. ओके, then this is minus sign, this is plus sign, and this is minus sign. So the only changes here is this is with the minus and this is here with the minus. It doesn't change further things. Means the terms are same. जैसे a plus b का whole square में होता था, वैसे the terms are same. Only the sign changes. I hope this is clear to all of you. Yes. तो ये जो है आपको इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आएंगे. फर्स्ट इज एक्सपेंशन, देन सेकंड इज फाइंडिंग द वैल्यू. ओके, आई विल जस्ट एक्सप्लेन यू द कॉन्सेप्ट. आपने पहले भी किया हुआ है. जैसे कि मैं कहूँगी 99 क्यूब, तो आपको 99 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 99 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 99 नहीं करना है यहाँ पे, इट इज नथिंग बट 100 माइनस 1 द होल क्यूब। एंड नाउ यूटिलाइज द फॉर्मूला, एक्सपैंड इट एंड फाइंड द वैल्यू। तो हमेशा इसमें लिखा हुआ था, ओके, विदाउट एक्चुअल मल्टीप्लिकेशन या तो यूजिंग द आइडेंटिटीज फाइंड द क्यूब ऑफ 99। ओके, तो इस तरीके से आपको यहाँ पे कॉन्सेप्ट अप्लाई करके क्वेश्चंस सॉल्व करना है। ओके, ये हो गया आपका एक्सपेंशन रिलेटेड। मैंने कहा आपकी दो टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, वन इज एक्सपैंड जिसमें आपको डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला यूज करना है, एंड वन इज फाइंडिंग द वैल्यू या तो इवैल्यूएट, हमने किए हुए ना लास्ट ईयर स्टेप में क्वेश्चन स्क्वायर के लिए, तो उसी तरीके से क्वेश्चन आते हैं जिसमें आप ये दो फॉर्मूला का मैक्सिमम यूज करोगे। ओके, दिस इज क्लियर टू यू। नाउ वी गो फॉर द फर्दर क्वेश्चन। ओके, जनरली मैंने यहाँ पे एक एग्जांपल दिया है, दिस यू नो हाउ टू सिंप्लीफाई। ठीक है, एक्चुअल जो है मैं वर्कशीट बना रही हूँ, फैक्टर थ्योरम का भी मतलब मिडिल टर्म स्प्लिटिंग का भी बाकी है, सो बाय टुडे इवनिंग आई विल पास ऑन द वर्कशीट टू यू, सो प्लीज यू गो थ्रू इट एंड अंडरस्टैंड हाउ इट इज टू बी डन। ओके, so attendance is as it is marvelous, very happy to see the attendance numbers also। मुझे लगता है कि थोड़े दिनों में मुझे भी ये सारी क्लासें बंद करके बस पास ऑन द शीट्स पर आना है, quite demotivating। okay, so I hope this is clear to all of you। ये दो फॉर्मूला का यूज कैसे करना, I'm talking about the first part of it, अभी भी मैंने एप्लीकेशन वाला पार्ट नहीं लिया। then go with this, तो इसका भी इसी तरीके से है, यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन अलग अलग है। आप देखते हो कि यहाँ पे दो ब्रैकेट है, isn't it? जब इस तरफ दो ब्रैकेट है इसका मतलब ये हुआ फैक्टराइज। ओके, तो ये बहुत बार फैक्टराइजेशन में आता है। सो यू आर आस्क्ड विद फैक्टराइज से, मैं थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड ले रही हूँ वहां पे, एक्स क्यूब, मैं माइनस वाली फॉर्मूला पे जा रही हूँ, एक्स क्यूब माइनस go with the first simple formula because application का confusion हो सकता है। So x cube minus 27 y cube। Okay, तो ये क्या है? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इट इज x का क्यूब माइनस ये y का क्यूब। तो y का क्यूब मतलब क्या है? जनरली अगेन स्टूडेंट हियर इट कम्स। ओके, जब यहाँ दिख रहा है तो ऑलरेडी यहाँ पे हमें क्यूब दिया हुआ है, so naturally it is not this formula। I don't know, many of the students get confused with this, so let's clear the concept before। ये होल है, मतलब कि होल का मतलब क्या हो कि एक ही ब्रैकेट के अंदर दोनों टर्म्स है एंड देन क्यूब साइन है, और यहाँ पे क्या है, दोनों अलग अलग है। ओके, सो दिस इज ए क्यूब प्लस बी क्यूब का फॉर्मूला है, ये हमेशा फैक्टराइजेशन में आता है। ओके, यहाँ पे हम क्या कर रहे हैं, देखिए आपके पास क्या है, एक टर्म है और आपका आंसर कितने में टर्म्स में जा रहा है, 4 टर्म्स में जा रहा है। ओके, और यहाँ पे आपकी 2 टर्म्स है और आपको क्या है, फैक्टराइजेशन। तो फैक्टर्स का मतलब ही क्या होता है, आपके पास ब्रैकेट्स होने चाहिए। अभी तक इतने ही कॉमन सेंस तो आपने जब ये सम सॉल्व किए, मिडिल टर्म स्प्लिटिंग किया, मिडिल टर्म स्प्लिटिंग क्या है, फैक्टराइजेशन है ना। तो आप क्या करते थे, आपके आंसर्स 2 ब्रैकेट्स मिलते थे आपको। ओके, तो दैट मींस देयर हैज टू बी मिनिमम 2 ब्रैकेट्स, 2 फैक्टर्स तो निकालने ही निकालने होते हैं जब हम किसी चीज को फैक्टराइज कहते हैं, मतलब देयर हैज टू बी सम फैक्टर्स, so there has to be minimum 2 factors, then only you call these as a factorization, otherwise तो आपने वही सेम आंसर वहां लिख दिया। फाइन, आई होप आई एम वेरी क्लियर। तो एक बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट के साथ चलिए, जब एक्सपेंशन है तो नेचुरली इट इज ऑलवेज विद द होल। ओके, तो आपको उसमें आइडेंटिटीज अप्लाई करनी है एंड यू गेट मोर टर्म्स, सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट है। और जब फैक्टराइजेशन है तो यू विल गेट मोर देन वन ब्रैकेट, बस इतना थोड़ा सा एक कॉमन सेंस में याद रखिए, एकदम सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट याद रखिए कि क्वेश्चन कैसे है, because you get confused with this too, many of you get confused। जब आप प्रैक्टिस भी करोगे, then once you practice it and you are thorough with this, तो एकदम सिंपल सा कॉन्सेप्ट कि होल क्यूब है, मतलब कि कुछ भी डिफरेंट टर्म्स आएंगे वहां पे, एंड जब 2 टर्म का क्यूब में है, जब फैक्टराइजेशन क्वेश्चन है तो आपको क्या करना है, आपको डिफरेंट ब्रैकेट्स मिलेंगे, मिनिमम 2 ब्रैकेट्स आपको मिलेंगे ही मिलेंगे। बस इस तरीके से याद रख लीजिए तो आपके लिए आसान हो जाएगा। अब इसको फैक्टराइजेशन को स्टार्ट कैसे करना, तो ये किसका क्यूब है, तो दिस इज x का क्यूब। अब ये 27, तो 27 किसका क्यूब है, डेफिनेटली यहाँ पे आपको परफेक्ट क्यूब्स हैं, होंगे ही, नहीं है इसका मतलब कि दोनों में कुछ कॉमन है जो आपको बाहर निकालना है। जैसे कि मैंने यहाँ पे भी ये क्वेश्चन को फर्दर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड करने के लिए कैसे पूछेंगे, तो 2 ऐसे। ओके, तो नेचुरली 2 इज नॉट अ परफेक्ट क्यूब, 34 इज नॉट अ परफेक्ट क्यूब, पर दोनों में 2 है, तो आई कुड टेक इट कॉमन, तो ये बन गया, isn't it? आगे इस तरीके से 2 फिर लास्ट तक आपका बाहर चलेगा। Okay, this is the simple way of questions being asked। Okay, so now x cube and 27 y cube। तो now 27 y cube है, तो इसका फैक्टराइजेशन क्या होगा, I mean to say that 27 y cube किसका क्यूब है, So naturally it is 3y का whole cube. So this is a cube minus formula. तो क्या है a cube minus formula? A minus b. तो पहले हमें क्या लिखना है? a. तो हमारा a यहाँ पे क्या है? x है और b क्या है? तो 3y है, isn't it? तो x minus 3y, okay. ये ब्रैकेट में स्क्वायर में डाल रहे हो तो क्या फर्दर टू बी सॉल्व, देन a का स्क्वायर, देन प्लस साइन, देन x into 3y प्लस b का स्क्वायर यानी कि 3y का स्क्वायर एंड द ब्रैकेट गेट्स क्लोज्ड. ओके, तो अब इसको फर्दर करेंगे तो क्या आएगा? x minus 3y, ओके, एंड यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगा? x स्क्वायर प्लस 3xy प्लस 3y का स्क्वायर. It's not 6 or it's not even 3y square. It is 9y square. I hope I'm very clear with this two types of questions. I hope you understand the difference between the expansion and factorization. So this is the common thing which you make mistake. You don't read the question and I hope that you get the idea behind it कि expansion का मतलब क्या है, factorization का मतलब क्या है. ये basic concept यदि आपको दिमाग में set हो गया, then you will never make mistakes. Okay, so first of all you learn the formula. ठीक है, so after learning the formula, what you have to do, you have to practice the sums. I will be giving you the questions, but basically जो आप लोगों को करना है बच्चा, मैं रिपीटेडली व्हाट्सएप पे बता रही हूँ आप लोगों को कि यू कंप्लीट द वर्क. आपने देखा होगा द टाइम टेबल इज बीइंग फॉलोड एंड इवन अदर सब्जेक्ट टीचर्स हैव स्टार्टेड टेकिंग योर क्लासेस. I know it's more of a writing work, so I'm trying my best to come to you live and try to explain you the concept. Just one request, maintain your notes, क्योंकि जैसे ही स्कूल शुरू होगी आपके लिए बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगा सब कुछ मेंटेन करना. तो यदि आप लिखोगे नहीं तो आप ये चीजों को भूल जाओगे. सो प्लीज, अभी भी मुझे मैसेजेस हार्डली मिले हैं कि किसने काम कंप्लीट किया है, एंड आई वांट वन और टू वॉलंटियर्स टू हेल्प मी आउट. मैंने पहले भी बार बार ये कहा है, but there is nobody coming up. That please come up and help me out with the attendance part and with contacting people, that those who are not coming for the classes. Fine, so please help me out and let me know if any doubts are here. Okay, आज के दिन में previous class की और आज के class की notes मैं forward कर दूंगी. What you have to do is a practice because this chapter is bit longer because many sums are there. दूसरी चीज की जो सिर्फ टेक्स्ट बुक में है, जो मैंने एक चीज अभी भी छोड़ी हुई है यहाँ पे, ये वाला पार्ट जो मैंने कहा था ब्रैकेट वाला, समझ गए? ये वाला चीज हमने यहाँ पे डिस्कस नहीं की है आपके साथ. ये वाली चीज मैंने यहाँ पे आपसे डिस्कस नहीं की है ये वाले पार्ट में, ब्रैकेट वाले पार्ट में, ये वाला. ठीक है, इस चीजों को हम बाद में लेंगे when it starts with application question. Okay, so it is difficult for you when we do it all together, so I'm leaving it up today here only. And children, that is what I'm telling you repeatedly. I don't know what would be the situation when the school restart, isn't it? And you know that there are so many classes, it won't be possible for you to repeat so many things. और ये officially चल रहा है, बार बार ये बोलना पड़ रहा है मुझे. It is not a time pass, and it won't be difficult. Like it would be, it's not easy for me to take up everything again. So might be there will be some revision classes for this one or two, and then we move ahead with the other chapters. Okay, so I can't go on doing the same thing again and again. And I think I'm giving enough justice with each topic so that you understand it well. और इसीलिए वीडियो लेसन्स हो रहा है कि like you can revise it, you go through it again, understand the concept. Not now, if you are not able to connect with me live, then you can watch the video later on. Okay, you clear up. इसीलिए तो ना WhatsApp ग्रुप सोच लो 120 बच्चे हैं तो मैं कंटिन्यूस उनके साथ यही कांटेक्ट में क्यों हूँ, isn't it? मेरे लिए भी तो है ना कि like continuously I'm doing this, so that is not possible for me to go on with this repeatedly doing the same thing. Fine, so that's why I'm saying pay attention, clear your doubts beforehand. Okay, it should not happen कि फिर आप आओ कि मुझे ये chapter समझा ही नहीं था. I don't want to listen that comment, please. I can understand the doubts. Okay, we will definitely have the revision question, but it is not possible for me to go on. I don't want your attendance, children. Please listen to me carefully. मैं यहाँ पे सिर्फ अटेंडेंस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू क्लास नहीं ले रही हूँ. आई वॉन्ट यू टू अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट. अटेंडेंस इसके लिए कि सिर्फ मुझे आगे जवाब देना है. सो आई होप माई concept, what I'm trying to tell you is understood to you. You watch, rewatch and just put the attendance, but yes, I attended at this time. That's all. because out of 120 children, अब मैं 40 भी बच्चे गिनती हूँ हर क्लास में, so there are 120 children in 9th ABC, and you could see the number here 20 and 25. This shows the casual attitude of the students. Okay, so we wind up the lesson here. We end up the session here. I hope you understood the concept. Okay, जो भी doubts हैं आप मुझसे discuss करेंगे. पहले तो आपको practice करके formulas learn करने पड़ेंगे. I'm sending you the notes at the earliest by end of the day. Before end of the day, I'll send you the notes. Okay, so tomorrow's day for revise. Okay, and as per the schedule, I'll be taking up the classes. So if my message doesn't come that tomorrow, today is the class, I think it is understood to you that the 1 o'clock timing is for your maths class on Monday, Thursday, and whatever is the schedule given to you. So please be clear and be and learn the topics. Thank you. I'm sending you the attendance. Okay, through WhatsApp, you give me the attendance sheet.